Charlie Lamb, with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Here's the veteran shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Charlie Lamb.
Inside, ball one. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. This one in the air, center field. And there's one away.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 30.
Here's the catcher, Edwin Cowan. Nice grab. Goes to second with it. They get the force, and that'll do it. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Lamb with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
2 down, nobody on. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying,
now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. A laser to left. His 13th home run of the season, and it ties it up. It's 2-2.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
This is J.J. Bleday. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Out to short, Lamb. On to first. That's out number 3. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Archie Stroud. The 1-2. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. 1 at second, over to first, but it's offline. So 2 down, Gabriel Blanco, the next Pirate to hit. 0-2 now. On the ground to short. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Digging in, they say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's 2 away. So runner at second, 2 down. Blaine Prim, the next Pirate to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Oh, great stop. To first. And very nicely done for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered here in this one.
That's a ball.
Lamb with another scorching run of play lately. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Long throw to first, and they're happy to just get on. Back here at American Family Field, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Eric Riddick. Hit on the ground to short. In the hole. Jump throw. First and second. 2 outs. Walker Jenkins, the next to hit. Baez is just 1 strike away. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Brewers take the series opener here at home. Lamb did a good job in the win. Had only 1 hit, but made it count with a homer.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Charlie Lamb up now for the Brewers. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Late on that fastball. In the air, right field. Gets under it. And there's 1 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Matt Walner. The batter number 13, shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Lamb now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one almost got him.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
The next offering misses. Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Go ahead run on base. And now the right fielder. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Lamb matched a homer in his last game. Late on that fastball. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder. He's been a great free agent sign. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. And the throw. He's out at third.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw. Quick tag to cut him down.
And that one fouled off.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Walker Jenkins. 1-2 now. Out to short, Lamb. And there's 2 down.
Up next to the Pirates, the first baseman, Blaine.
So 2 down. Justin Crawford will hit next. This could end it. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's Riley Green. On the ground, and this should do it. That's the ball game. Lamb with a less than great game in the loss.
Oh, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Walker Jenkins. Here's a swing and a little roller up along first. Hernandez over to second, to first. Double play. Nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
The 0-1. In the air, right field, Stroud. Under it. 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder, Matt.
So 2 aboard and 2 out, scoreless game. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Archie Stroud. The 0-1. Out to short, Lamb. In plenty of time to first. And that is that.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Right through there for a strike. Lamb, a former MVP, a career batting average over 325, and he's a former home run derby champ. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Ball, that's inside.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Jack Trejo, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. That
Ball,
one
that's
misses, and a count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Pitch is out.
And that'll load the bases. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Golden opportunity right here. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher is up against the wall.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Off the base of the wall. One runs in. The relay. And he's out easily. One down. Runner at first. Up next for the Pirates, Bart Valentine. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit. So up next, Charlie Lamb. He's one of the best players in the game. What a stop. Over to first. One down. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Blanco. Hit on the ground, might be two. Feed to second, that's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. This one. We're at the top of the eighth, digging in, number 86. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. Lamb. On the run, throw to first.
He's out.
So two down. Blaine Krim, the next Pirate to hit. Out to short. Lamb. Tosses to first, and they go down fast. 3 outs. So digging in, Brian Chavez. Up the middle, the flip. Here's one. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go. Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Blanco. In the air, right field. And that is the ball game. With an okay game of the win.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
The shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Charlie Lamb at the plate now. That's ball one. Cairo with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. And that one fouled off.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Chop back up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Now it's the shortstop. 2 on, 2 outs. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Man at second. In the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Struck him out without a swing. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Lamb jumps out of the way of the first pitch.
Well, these Brewers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Ball to strike. On a line. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
2 outs, runner at first. Charlie Lamb up now for the Brewers. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Ball, that's off the plate.
On the ground. The underhand flip. What a play. Inning over. So 2 down. Brian Chavez, the next Pirate to hit. Ripped to short. Fires over to first. That ends the inning. So up next, Blake Mitchell. The Brewers down to their final strike. Ground ball left side. Oh, he gloves it, and what a play! Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
Charlie Lamb looking to 1 down. Charlie Lamb will hit next. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Myers settles underneath it. And there are 2 down. Here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. And a payoff pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Lamb locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I.
Base hit into the outfield. Fires it to the plate. But it's offline. He will score. And a 2-1 ball game now. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a pop-up. Villanueva coming on. Makes the catch, 1 down. Runners at second and third and 1 out. Matt Wallner up now for the Brewers. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner. Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off speed.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away.
Stay right here on the bag, on the bag.
No advance from the runners, 3 and 1 now. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that'll load the bases. Ball 1, no strikes.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
The 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Can't swing. Now we'll look down to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. All loaded up. Blake Mitchell, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Right through there for a strike. Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a grounder, foul first base side.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow.
And that's the third out. Bottom of the inning, and now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Ethan Salas. Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. 0-1 now. High fly ball, right field. Beltran settles underneath it, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. So in now for the Angels, Jake Myers. Up the middle. Throws to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Late with the swing there. Rolled over to third.
Come on, D.
Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. 1 down. Charlie Lamb now at the plate.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And a swing and a miss. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And a 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. John Saul, the next to hit for the Angels. Up the middle. Whips it to first. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Andrew Fisher up now for the Brewers. Swing and a ground ball. Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. He's a guy who does it all. On the ground. What a stop. From his knees, the throw. And that'll do it.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
One down. Here's some real power at the plate. Charlie Lamb.
Come on,
Hard hit. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bomb. So many positives that led to that knock.
Fought off foul. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with a stolen base. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. Matt Wallner digs in now.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Ball, that's outside.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Pitch gets away. The tag, save. He scores on a wild pitch. Lamb ready to hit now, down late, RBI opportunity, and this guy's looking like he wants to write the comeback chapter.
Yeah, let's see if he grabs the pen, Boo. Could start writing a whole new story here.
Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. The shortstop takes the ball. Liner caught at second. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So in now for the Angels, James Triantos. Here's a 2-1. Up the middle, Lamb. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Lamb steps in. Previous batter couldn't get the job done. Now 2 outs. It's late and the pressure is mounting, Chris.
Well, this is where you pick up your teammate, Boo. They need someone to come through right here.
Carrying well. Out of here. A 3-run shot. And they rallied from 5 back. It's 7-6.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Go-ahead run on base. Charlie Lamb up now for the Brewers. He's already homered here in this one.
Inside, ball 1.
The Brewers with the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swung on, belted. That one carrying, going, gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they rallied from 5 back. It's 9-7.
This is a perfect example of why you keep grinding out your bats even when you're down big. You never know what might happen later in the game. He's flexing his power with another home run, Boo. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
No outs, runner at first. And next for the Angels, John Saul. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Safe in second, and that was not close. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. He's one of the best players in the game. Out towards right center field. Beltran settles under it. And that is that. So back to the top of the order. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Jake Myers. This could end it. Line drive. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers even this series up at a game apiece. Lamb had a great showing in the win. Cracked a pair of homers.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Charlie Lamb, fresh off an impressive.
The shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw in. And he's out, trying for two. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's going to be Johnny Trainer. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done. Inside, almost got him.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
A little out front there as he swings through it. In the air to left center. Gets under it. And there's one down. Man at first, one away.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Beltran takes it in for the out. Two down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Hard hit left side. Fires over to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Lamb, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! And they cut into the lead. It's 5-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So two down. Next for the Brewers, Heriberto Hernandez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels win the rubber match of this three-game series. Lamb made a big contribution despite the loss. 2 hits, including that long ball.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Charlie Lamb. Next for Milwaukee,
Second,
Charlie
the shortstop,
Lamb.
Charlie Lamb.
Fouled off down the right side. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. Lamb with a homer in his last game. And that is out of play. Got it. Now one away. Lamb wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Carson Benj will hit next. The 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike.
No, he's in there.
And safe. It's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. No outs. Runner on second. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Here's the 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fisher, the runner at first with 2 gone. That missed by a lot. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Next pitch misses way outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first, and they get the out. Go ahead run on base. Cabrera now at the plate. The 1-0. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Save! Man at first with 1 gone. And now the catcher comes up to him. Sean MacArthur. The 0-1. Up the middle. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing, Dan. Now at the plate, Charlie Lamb. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one fouled off. Lamb launched a homer in his most recent game. 0-1 now. And there's a ball. Lamb wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. The 1-2. This one in the air center field. Under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Sean MacArthur up now for the Mets. Out to short. Lamb. Toss to second. Throw to first. They beat it. One down. And up next for New York, Carson Benj. What a stop. Off balance feed. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Charlie Lamb up now for the Brewers. This guy with light tower power. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss there. Bautista, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus.
The throw to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Here's Juan Soto. Looking to get the tying run on base. Ripped on a line. Takes it in for the out.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there.
Hit on the ground to short. Lamb. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Brewers take game 1 of the series on the road. Lamb had a game to forget. Had 3 strikeouts without getting a hit. Never fun.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make
The shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. The Brewers score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
First and second, no outs. Carson Benj up now for the Mets. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Lamb digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but he's got the power to change that with one swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with 2 outs and no one on.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. And the runner holds. Swings through that one. Fights it off. He'll see another. struck him out swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this. Back to the top of the Mets order. Adrian Cabrera, the next to hit. On the ground, could be 2. To second, that's 1. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Check your outfielders now. See where they're
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there.
He's safe.
Go to second. He's safe.
Really nice swipe of second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it. Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, 6 hits on the first pitch alone. That tells you something.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And, you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Mets trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're the top half of the 6th. Outside low. Full count now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three and 2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run. Walker in the box, lays off for ball 1. The Mets have some action going in their pen. Ronnie Enriquez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Bautista also getting ready.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one misses. And now 3-0. There's the strike. No outs. Runners at first and second. Left field.
scoring, you're scoring, you're scoring, you're scoring.
That one hops off the wall and should score at least 1. Runner from second crosses the plate. And now they trail by 1. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Up next in Milwaukee, the left fielder, number 31, Riley.
Check swing, went around. Strike 1. And delivers outside. Just missed.
That's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And a ground ball to first. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out. Brewers strand a couple. So 2 down. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Andrew Fisher. The Brewers down to their final strike. Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, Now 2 on with 2 outs. Lamb digs in, tying run on.
You know, Boog, it gets tense in these late game battles, and it comes down to focus. Can't afford to miss the mistake pitch right here.
Hammered. Could be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up. Relay throw. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. On to extra innings. Up now for Milwaukee, Riley Green. In the air, right field. DePaulo settles underneath it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Here's a high chopper. Smith. Throw home.
No.
Time. The run scores. And it's now 5-4. So bases all loaded up. Jonathan Long will hit next. 1 strike away. Swing, and he popped it up. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Lamb was a big contributor for them in the win. A 5-hit performance, including a homer.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time, because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Charlie Lamb with 5 hits last time out. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Charlie Lamb up now for the Brewers. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Lamb matched a homer in his last game. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Man at second. That one in the dirt and gets away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Three-two. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Quick toss to first. Lamb back on a dive. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike.
On the
And the
count.
throw bounces. Tag out.
Clearly right there trying to set themselves up for a big inning, trying to get 2 runners in the scoring position with nobody out. I mean, that could explode right here, but just didn't work right there. Thrown out at second base. They still got a chance, though, with this runner at third. Got to execute. Don't waste this opportunity.
He's got it. 2 down. Back to the top of the Mets order. Adrian Cabrera now at the plate. The 0-2. Up the middle. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Man, you smoked it. Got it, boy. Way to swing the bat.
Quick move to first. Lamb back in on a dive. Missing inside, and it's 1-0. Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. just missed. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
On the back, find the ball, find the ball.
Throws to first in time. That ends the inning. And they digs in. It's getting late, Singy. They're trailing, but traffic on the bases gives them a shot.
Yeah, it's all about cashing in now. Can't afford to leave those runs out there. Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1. Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
To first, that's out number 2. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jonathan Long. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Charlie Lamb. Foul ball there. That one hammered center field. That's back. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Lamb had a decent showing in the loss. Singled and drew a walk in this one.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Charlie Lamb. Up now for Milwaukee, Charlie Lamb.
Charlie Lamb.
Foul ball there. Lamb, a former MVP, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. Now the 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Ground ball left side could be 2. Fires to second for 1, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Man at second. Now a pop-up on the infield. Lamb settles under this one. Takes it in for the out. This one high in the air to left center. Clark has a beat on it. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Lamb digging in. Missed opportunity just now, but still a chance with 2 away. Big spot here, Singy.
Yeah, got to shake it off and keep grinding. A base hit here changes everything.
What a stop. Throw to second, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Go ahead run on base. Ronnie Mauricio, the next to hit. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. Hernandez to second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing, Dan. Go ahead run on base. And up to the plate is Will Smith. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So 2 down. Max Anderson up now for the Tigers. Grounds one to short. Play made. That ends the inning. Steps in. Late game opportunity right here, Singy. A knock could change everything.
Yeah, this is really where composure matters, Boog. You stay in the moment and deliver.
Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. But all the runners hold. Go-ahead run in second. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Into center. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. The run comes in to score from second, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Did a strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. All loaded up. Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 3. There's the strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And a swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But
swing and a miss. He struck him out. That ends the inning. Stepping in, team needs a wake-up swing here, Chris.
yeah, Boog, get this guy an espresso. They need a hit to put a jolt into this offense.
Rip, but it curls foul.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A 3-run shot, and they tack on 3. It's 7-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Max Clark. The Tigers down to their final strike. In the air, right field. Should have this one. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take game 1 of the series on the road. Lamb really stood out in this win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
One down. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Ground ball right side. And it stays fair.
Here we go.
That gets by him. Now around second, going for third. In the dirt. And he can't hang on to it. Almost a fantastic play. That one fouled off. In the air to left center. Clark gets under it and makes the grab. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save. On the board first, it's 1-0. Back at Comerica Park, we head to the bottom of the second. Mark Vientos up now for the Tigers. Lamb. Over to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second. So 2 down. And next up for the Tigers, Ronnie Mauricio. Up the middle. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run. Here's Riley Green.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That's the ball.
Missed. Runner takes off for 3rd.
Ball.
Pitch misses.
You're down.
Throw to 3rd. Save. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far when you don't have a good thrower behind the plate. He's going to steal 3rd almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner.
The 2-1. Just
Outside.
the outside edge.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's
Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to
You're out.
first. They get one out, but the tying run comes in. Lamb now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball 1.
Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll take a trot around the bases. And the Brewers have the lead. It's 3-2.
the one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning, Louis Bellamy up now for the Tigers. Ground ball up the middle. Lamb. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Now batting Tristan Casas. And a payoff pitch. Line drive to short and caught. Louis Bellamy will hit next. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Go to second. Save. And stepping in, Matt McClain. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Up the middle, flips it, and he gets him. Nicely done. Stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boog. This place would erupt.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they grab the lead in the eighth. It's 6-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. A performance nothing short of clutch. With that swing, he's given his team the lead and a huge psychological boost.
So bases all loaded up. Coleman Avalos now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lamb. There's one. To first, not in time. And a run scores. Runners at the corners here. One away. Cam Smith up now for the Tigers. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to first, double play. Ronnie Mauricio now. Ball to strike. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the winning run is now in scoring position. The 1-2. Struck him out looking.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Lamb digging in. Crowd's feeling it. Go ahead run in scoring position. This at bat just got a whole lot bigger, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. These are pressure pitches. You got to grind it out and come through for the squad.
That's off the inside corner. Ball one. That one ripped, but foul. On the ground. Oh, great stop. That's going to be a single. Great effort on defense, but no chance to get him at first. That's in there. 0-1. Nice grab. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. Stepping in now. It's clutch time, Singy. Go-ahead run sitting out there begging to be driven in.
Yeah, it sounds easier said than done, but he's just got to lock in and trust the process. One clean swing could change this ball game.
That one at 95 missed up top. Ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
In the dirt, 3 balls and a strike. Swings through that. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Here's the Brewers DH, Matt Wallner. First pitch just misses.
Got to be down in the zone with that two-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. A little late, opposite field now.
2 on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They miss a big. And next to hit for Detroit, Kevin McGonigal. Bounce to the right side. Arroyo. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Brewers strand the tying run on base to win it. Lamb was a big contributor for them in the win. 5 hits, including a couple of homers.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Charlie Lamb hit for the cycle.
Charlie Lamb.
And that one hammered, carrying well. Up against the wall and brings it in. Back here for the Sunday Night Showcase. And up next for Detroit, Ronnie Mauricio. Up the middle, Lamb. Sends it to first.
Out of there.
2 gone. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Oh, great stop.
Move it.
Nicely done for the out.
Ball.
His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Ripped to the right center. Base hit.
Find the ball.
And the tying run is on base.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Ball.
If you want to highlight a portion of the season where he's been really good at driving runners in to score, you can circle his last 10 games.
Over to first, and he's saved. The Brewers with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. He's 0 for 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Runner takes off. That's it for a strike. Throw, save. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. Runner at second. 2 down. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Hee-haw!
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to as far as...
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Charlie Lamb up now for the Brewers. Swings through that one for strike 1. And it's fouled away. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the top half of inning number 7. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. Foul ball. Hernandez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. That missed by a lot. 2-2. Next offering is outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. Brewers strand one. Big spot here, bottom of the ninth. Down to their final out. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Baez is just 1 strike away. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. Lamb did okay for them in this one. Just 1 hit in 5 at-bats.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
One down. Charlie Lamb up now for the Brewers. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beat.
Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Hit weakly on the ground. Now the throw to first on the run.
Got him. That's
Nicely
an out.
done for the out. Here's the center fielder, Josh Johnson. Out to short. Lamb. On to second to get one. Over to first, safe.
The man number 13, shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Lamb swings through it for strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
In the air, right field, moving under it. And that is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now up for St. Louis, Rodney Ojeda. Looking to get the tying run on base. Up the middle, Lamb. Sends it to first.
You're out.
And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. On the ground, could be 2. Flips it. There's one. Double play.
Yeah, you're out.
The hit can't seem to break. No outs. Runner at first. Charlie Lamb now at the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Goes to second for 1, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
On to the bottom of the 10th. Up now for Milwaukee, Heriberto Hernandez. Man at second. Base hit! And a good start to the inning. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Now, Davis Schneider. And the 0-2. That's out to center field. Johnson on the move. He's got it. Runner tags from third. In comes the winning run, and the Brewers walk it off in extra innings. 4-3 our final score. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long. So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop. Out to short, Lamb. Gets it to first, and that is that. So up next, Charlie Lamb. Leading the NL in home runs to start the day. He's been a beast. In the air to left center. Should have this one. Takes it in for the out. Swinging a foul straight back. Lamb, multi-time All-Star, 26 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
The 2-2. Ground ball left side. Lamb. Throws across the diamond. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. In the air to left center. Ojeda has a beat on it. And that is that. 2 outs, runner at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a miss. Going 1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly. Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, get a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Ripped to short. Inning over. Milwaukee. So a man at first. Heriberto Hernandez. Up now for the Brewers. In the air, right field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals even this series up at a game apiece. Lamb had a game to forget in the loss.
Oh, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
1 down. Now the third baseman, Dallas Cruz. Grounds 1 to short. On the run, throw to first. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Hitless of the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. On the ground. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Quick move to first. And he's back in safely. Mitchell launched a homer in his most recent game. Runner on the go.
Ball one.
Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
Ball.
One out, the runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you at velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
Just missed. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. And now under it. Out number 2. Matt Wallner, the next to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And that
Down low.
misses. 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And he chases that one. 3rd out. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Angel Henao. The 2-2 on the way. This one chopped up the middle. Slinging it to first in time. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Corey Johnson digs in now. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They limit the damage here. Fought off foul.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
1 up, 1 down. Man at first, and up next for St. Louis, Angel Henao. He's 0 for 1. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw there.
He beat it.
Safe.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Lamb in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Takes it in for the out. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The sliding play at short. Fires to first, and they get the out. 1, 2, 3. 1 down. And here is Charlie Lamb. Throw to first in time. So digging in, Dallas Cruz. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Stepping in now. You ever get so tired of a pitcher owning you, you just want to bunt, jog to first, and protest, Singy?
Hey, man, whatever works right now. At this point, even a swingy bunt would feel like a trophy.
In the air, right field. That's out number 2. So 2 down. Blake Mitchell up now for the Brewers. The Brewers down to their final strike. Ripped to third and picked on a hop. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Murphy with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
Charlie Lamb ready to... First and second, 1 out. Here's O'Neal Cruz. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Double play. What a clean killing. Now the number 2 hitter, Charlie Lamb, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And there's 2 away. Man at first, Hesung Kim will hit next. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. Feeds to second, out there. And 2. What a play. Lamb steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. He's basically saying, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's right. Might as well cue the movie trailer voice.
In a world where nobody gets on base. Still tied at 0. Last. And a swing and a miss. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. 1 down. Next up for the A's, Gabriel Arias. And a payoff pitch. Up the middle, Lamb. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the
Out there to center. Cruz in and to his right. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 out, man at first. Charlie Lamb digs in now. 1 for 3. To the right side.
Run it out, dig.
There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. Quick move to first. Lamb back in on a dive. Swings through that one. 0-1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Wendell Stockton, the closer, getting cranked up. Runner on the go. That one fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Stepping in, Hesung Kim. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Blake Mitchell. 2 down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb could have done a bit more to help them out.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
Charlie
No,
Lamb
ball.
in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And downstairs,
ball.
Keller, a former All-Star. More than 100 career wins on the mound. He joined the team as a free agent. Hit hard, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. And that's a foul ball.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Liner caught at second. And that is a big first out.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Matt Wallner swings through it for strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the second game of the series. Misses the sweeper.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Runner around third. He scores, and the Brewers even it up. Relay throw home. He's in there. And a 2-1 ball game now. That one fouled off. Now the 0-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the tying run is on base.
Hey, way to square that up. Nice hit. Nice hit.
Here's Riley Green. 0 for 1 so far.
That missed. That's a ball.
Here's the pitch.
Here,
Runner
what?
goes. Strike in there.
No.
Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Swings through that.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage.
That
with it.
missed. That's a
That
ball.
just misses. Ball 2.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
The right fielder.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. Man at second. And 1-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This one in the air, center field. That's out number 2. Now it's the second baseman.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. It's 3-all. One down, runner at first. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. There's one. Over to first, safe. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Misses inside, and it's 1-1. Ripped on a line to center. Cruz has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags and goes to third.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first, and that's terrific. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Keibert Ruiz up next for the A's. Tied at 4. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The flip to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Bottom of the 7th, Charlie Lamb steps in. League leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next level hitting.
Sliced hard but foul. And a swing and a miss there. Got him looking. They keep a big threat off the bases. Huge in a tie game like this. 1 out. Lamb locks in. No need to press, but they can really use a leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away.
He was late there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung. Matt Wallner up now for the Brewers. Stockton is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb had a good day at the office, even in defeat.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Lamb digging in and singing. This pitcher's been living rent-free in the batter's head.
Yeah, it's definitely been a one-sided matchup, Boog, but with one good at bat, he could evict this squatter right now. That's excellent location for a pitch like that. It looks like it's going to be a strike, and then it just runs in on the hands. So if you can command it and hitters have to respect it, just keep going in there until they make you make an adjustment.
That's a base hit. Throws to second. They take the force out. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Runner on the go in the dirt.
That's the ball. That's down.
And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Man at second. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that's downstairs and outside. ball
So
four
that's ball
to a
four.
board.
Runner, take your base.
Batting fourth.
Next to hit, Matt Wallner.
Back one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the third and final game of the series. Got him swinging.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Inside, almost got him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Hey, ha!
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That was foul, and he'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Cruz gets under it, and that ends the inning. Braden Montgomery, the next to hit. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb. Fired to second. Double play. What a quick killing, Dan. Back to the top of the order. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He popped out his first time. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man on second, 2 down. And O'Neal is struck out. And a foul ball.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Can't get there. Should be extra bases. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That one
No,
close,
that missed. That's the ball.
And that is ball 1. Ripped on the ground to second, and that is a big first out.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And now here is Matt Wallner.
Ball.
One away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third.
Wood.
We call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Hit on the ground might be two. There's one. Two gone as they hit into their second double play in the first 4 innings. Here's Josh Young. Up the middle. To first. And he has thrown 4 shutout. 2 aboard, 2 outs. This one smoked on its way out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His 21st of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 5 zip.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Up now for Milwaukee, Charlie Lamb.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Bouncer to Young. And that is the inning. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Next up for the A's, Nick Kurtz. The 2-2. Out to short. To second, that's one. But safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Next for Milwaukee, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered in this game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. That gets the corner.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Zamora, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff. That results ground ball right side.
Hold it right there.
Takes it to the bag. That's 1. Save. He uses the swim move to get around the tag, and he scores. So 2 down. Ivan Herrera up next for the A's. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Brewers salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Lamb was a big contributor for them in the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.